welcome to episode 2 of our Yoga from Scratch series. I'm Hannah, and today we're going to read our recipe, as in we're going to discuss 2 different styles of yoga that are very specific to beginners. Last week we cleaned our kitchen, as in set up our yoga space and defined what yoga actually is. Today we're going to dive a little bit deeper. We're going to discuss 2 different yoga styles, Hatha and Vinyasa, and just kind of figure out our recipe, figure out what we're dealing with. Yoga is a complex recipe, but not every recipe is exactly the same. It can be as complex or as basic as you make it because it's yours and it's personal. There are so many different types of yoga that it can honestly feel like kind of confetti. I'm here to help you lay your foundation, which is Hatha and Vinyasa. I feel like those are the 2 most important that you need to learn in the beginning to start your yoga practice, and I'm here to help you lay your foundation, so let's hop to it and get started. So first things first is Hatha. Ha as in sun and Tha as in moon. Hatha yoga is slow-paced, gentle, and it focuses on controlled breathing and holding the posture for a short period of time. We really focus on form. We learn how to do the pose, learn how to do different asanas, different postures. This is very important for beginners. So why would you do Hatha yoga? I would say a great starting point for beginners. Our next one, this is our recipe, guys. Our next one is Vinyasa. To arrange something in a special way is what Vinyasa translates to. And I think that is gorgeous, so I want to throw that in. Vinyasa brings creativity to your practice, and that makes me so happy to be teaching this to you. So it focuses more on the breath, as in you breathe while you flow into your next posture. Coordinates movement with the breath from one pose to the next, and it can be a power practice, so you can really get your exercise in. Why would you do Hatha yoga? Helps build strength, increases heart rate, lovely exercise. It really can increase your heart rate, especially if you do it in a heated room, but you do not have to do it in a heated room for it to increase your heart rate. But I think the perfect beginner's recipe is to combine Hatha yoga, focusing on form, figuring out what you're doing, and Vinyasa to get a great exercise. So that's your recipe. Now we're gonna flow. Okay, so remember to pause the video and set up your space. I've set up outside today because it is such a gorgeous day, and I love to do yoga outside whenever it's so pretty out. So let's go ahead and set up our space, pause the video if you need to, get you some coffee, tea, water, Dr. Pepper, whatever you want to drink, and let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start in a seated, cross-legged position, left foot under right calf, right foot under left calf, sitting up nice and tall. If your knees are here, that is perfectly fine. My knees were there for the longest time, y'all, for real. So just get comfortable sitting up nice and tall with our head over our heart over our pelvis. We're gonna take a deep breath in through the nose and fill up that belly with air. So inhale, and as you exhale, draw that navel to the spine as if you're sucking in. Your navel is coming to your spine as if it's a magnet, guys. Inhale, fill that belly up. Now on our next inhale, we'll return to our natural breath pattern. Inhale, lift your arms up high. Stretch, lengthen the spine, and on your exhale, left palm comes to right knee. Right palm comes behind as you look past that shoulder for a twist. Being mindful not to crank your spine. Honor your body, honor where your body's at today. Inhale, lifting the arms up, coming back to center. Exhale, behind. Twist to the other side. Right palm comes to left knee. This is my Jingle Bells kitty. He's our outside boy. Great. Come back to center as you make your way to all fours. You can walk your fingertips out, making your way to all fours. Palms come under the shoulders, knees come under the hips. Toes can be either curled under or tops of the feet can be rooted on your mat. That is yogi's choice. Now on our next inhale, we're going to drop the belly, look up, cow. Exhale, arch through the spine, tuck that tailbone, crown of the head comes towards your mat. Arch the spine like a cat. Inhale, back to your cow posture. Exhale, arch through the spine, tuck that tailbone like a cat. Inhale, back to cow. Looking up, opening the chest. 2 more times, arch the spine like a cat. Then we'll return to our tabletop position. Meet me in tabletop as you press away from your foundation, straight spine as you gaze at your yoga mat. Then if they're not already, we'll curl the toes under. Inhale, peeling the tail up to the sky. Tucking that navel to the spine, weighting down in the heels. Bend the knees as needed and let your head hang. Couple breaths here in our downward dog. Inhale, look to the hands as you walk to forward fold. Our feet are hip distance apart. Bending the knees as needed in order to make our tummy come to our thighs. You want to draw that navel to spine and let the head hang. Breathe here in your forward fold. On our next inhale, we're going to come up halfway. Palms come to your shins. Exhale as you come back down to forward fold. We're going to hold here in our forward fold for a moment. Up halfway, straight spine. Gazing at your yoga mat, tuck that navel to spine, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Then on our next inhale, I'm going to scoot to the middle of my mat so you can see me. On our next inhale, feet are still hip distance apart. We're going to slowly roll all the way up as you loop the shoulders back and down. Opening the palms towards the sky. Feet are hip distance apart. In your mountain pose here, you want to root down evenly in each ball joint of the feet. Spread the toes. Make sure not to clench in the toes. Then you're going to squeeze in the quads, squeeze in the glutes. Tuck that navel to spine again. Loop the shoulders back and down and open the palms. Return to that deep breath breathing. Fill the belly up like a balloon. Exhale, draw that navel to spine. Two more belly breathing breaths. Inhale, fill up that balloon. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale. navel to spine. We'll return to our natural breath, and as we inhale, we'll bend at the knees, root to rise, making a circle with our arms all the way up, stretch up high. Exhale, forward fold. Remembering to bend the knees as needed. Now, if you're at the top of your yoga mat, you're going to plant your palms. You're going to step your right foot back. You're going to step your left foot back. Our palms are underneath our wrists here, our wrists are underneath our shoulders as you're holding your body up in a high plank position. Now, if you were at the back of your yoga mat, you're in a forward fold, you'll walk the hands out as you slowly shift to high plank. Straight spine pressing away from your foundation. At any point in a high plank, you can lower the knees. This, you'll still get the same benefits. This is just a more gentle beginner approach at high plank, or you can keep the knees lifted. No matter what though, you want to have a nice straight spine. We're breathing here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Great job. Now on our next inhale, we're going to drop the knees, drop the belly, and drop the chest, coming all the way down to your mat. We call that knees, belly, chest. Tuck the palms next to your rib cage, glue them to your rib cage, okay? Press your pubic bone into your mat to protect your lower back. Tops of the feet are rooted on your yoga mat here, and we're going to come into baby cobra. So we'll inhale, press all of our body into the mat except for our chest and our chin and our head. So we're going to lift it all up. Exhale back down. Inhale one more time, baby cobra. Exhale back down. Last cobra, inhale, press up. Exhale back down. Then we're going to curl our toes under, press all the way up to tabletop position. Press away from our foundation. Deep inhale. Then on our next exhale, we're going to root the tops of the feet to your mat. Send your hips back to your heels. Palms all the way towards the top of your mat. Tummy comes to thighs. Forehead comes to mat for child's pose. Really breathe into your back muscles. This is a nice restorative pose after you do back bends like baby cobra. Baby cobra is great for your back muscles, but you should counteract it with child's pose after. Inhale as you come back up to all fours. Toes are curled under, palms are under the shoulders. Deep breath in as you peel the tail up back to downward facing dog, drawing that navel to spine, weighting down in the heels. We're almost done. Even if your heels aren't touching your mat, you're weighting down in your heels. Breathe here in your downward facing dog. You'll walk the hands back, forward fold, feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. arms, looping the shoulders back and down, evenly distributing the weight in the ball joints of the feet, rooting down, squeezing in the quads and the glutes, tucking that navel to spine. We'll breathe. Be proud of yourself. You made it to your mat today. Inhale, root to rise, palms overhead, palms meet at the chest. We'll bring our thumbs to the third eye and bow. Namaste. What an awesome practice today, guys. So we had our Hatha in when we were working on our form, figuring out how to breathe, really rooting down, focusing on form, and we got our Vinyasa in when we would inhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway, or exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, moving with the breath. Vinyasa and Hatha, that was our recipe today. Great job. Make sure don't skip Savasana, so we'll come to our mat laying flat, completely flat, deep breath in, exhale, let it all out, lay there as long as you need to. Namaste. Make sure you join next week for, we're just gonna really mix it up. So we're gonna throw in a couple more things and we're gonna really mix it up. So you gotta blend that recipe before you bake it. So awesome. Thanks, guys. Follow Bending Bamboo Yoga on Facebook and Instagram.